Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, Procurement Management. So I haven't been posting videos in a long time now. So it's been like a few months now. So I do have a job of like 8 to 5-ish kind of a situation. So that is why I haven't like been posting as much as I should and as I promised you guys to post videos. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about few things, few topics, about four that I'm going to talk about. So the first thing is going to be what is a tender? What is a tender actually? And then who issues the tender? And then what a business does to respond to the tenders that are issued or to the bids that are issued, and why a tender is a big opportunity for growth. So those are the four topics that I'm going to cover. So let's start. I am going to start with just a very brief explanation for the beginners of what is a tender. So, a tender is a formal process where an organization, like a government, NGO, or a company, asks businesses to submit offers for providing goods, services, or works. So, that's basically a tender. So, you can think of it as a job posting. You know, companies will post a job and they will put the stuff that they require the person that is going to apply to be able to do. So it's the same thing. So a government or a private company will have something that they want you guys to do, and then they will post it as a job. But then these the tenders or the contracts, they are actually done using a written document. So the written document that they actually use, it is called an RFQ, which is going to be the normal quotation if it's a small job, or a tender document, or an RFP. So RFP is usually a request for proposal. So, or an RFI, which is a request for information. So sometimes they just need information so that they can be able to know what's happening in the market. And once they get an idea from you guys what's happening in the market, then they can issue an official tender document. So that is how a tender is actually advertised, or a bidding contract is actually advertised using those documents that I've listed. It's an official tender document, or just an RFQ if it's a small business, an RFI, which is a request for information, or RFP, which is a request for proposal. So a request for proposal, they actually just want you to propose how you are going to go about the business, or how are you going to go about the job that they want to do. So they want you to propose, this is how we're going to do, and this is how we're going to go about it, and then so that they can officially send you the request for the tender, which is going to be the actual tender document. So that's basically a tender in short. So the other thing that I'm going to do to like talk about it is who issues a tender. Who are the people, the organizations that actually issues a tender? So tenders are commonly issued by governments. It can be local government, it can be international governments. There are international tenders if you are interested in those. Or it can be public institutions like schools, hospitals, the banks. It can be those as well. So these are the ones that are very transparent. You can find them on the internet. You can literally get them anywhere. So those are the government, the institution that actually issues the tender. So the other thing that we're going to do, which is where I'm going to kind of like spend maybe 3 minutes on this, what does a business do in response, or what do you have to do in response when they have issued the tender? The government has issued the tender, the public institution has issued the tender, and what are you supposed to do in response? So I just listed a few, but then as I do videos, I'm going to keep listing the stuff that you have to do. I don't think there will be a video where I won't list things. So in this one, I'm not listing the official things, I'm just listing part of the things. So as you come, you will get more things that you need to submit. So I'm going to talk about the company profile. So it is important that you issue a company profile so that now the business that is actually issued the tender, they can know what you are, who you are, what you actually do in your company, what do you offer, and so on and so forth. So it's important that you issue a company profile. You can also issue the technical approach or a plan, or this is how you're going to approach the these are you're going to approach what they want you to do. So you can do an approach, write a little bit of an approach or a plan. This is how you are planning to actually do the job that they actually want you to do, that they've actually advertised. So even the pricing, remember the pricing has to be very competitive, because I mean, with tenders, pricing always have to be very, very competitive, because you are bidding with many people out there. So they also look for a competitive pricing, not meaning that you have to put everything at the lowest, because sometimes you don't have to add 1% so that you can get the tender. They will be able to see that nah, they just want to get the tender, but they might not be able to do the job. But the pricing as well, it needs to be competitive. And then past experience. So with past experience, what I can actually advise, especially with the people that are just starting. Here you are, you're just starting, you don't have any past experience, you haven't done any job. So what you can actually do is that you can get maybe an institution. It can be a school, it can be a hospital, it can be the public government, and then you ask them to do something that is related to your company. And then you tell them, this is gonna be for free, guys. I just wanna do this thing. And then you document everything that you are doing for them. The reason why you have to do that, you can document, you can take pictures, you can do recordings, you can do whatever so that you can get reference. Reason being that it will be important for you when you are bidding to actually have a reference of the work that you have done before, of the documents that to show even with the documents, and also with the pictures of the things that you have done. Because when you are starting, you basically don't have anything, and you probably haven't done anything. But then things like schools, hospitals, and public government, those are the opportunities that you can take so that you can be able to have a reference. Because it will always, as somebody who has done something related to what they are asking will be trusted more than somebody who can do the job, but then they don't have any proof that you can do the job because you didn't provide any reference. So that is my advice for free to those that are actually starting, to those that are planning on starting tenders. Free advice. So that was on past experience. And then the legal documents is going to be your license, which I think for tenders, big tenders, yes, tax clearance, BE certificate, CSD report. Yeah, those are like the legal documents which I'm going to talk more about. The last thing it will be, then the organization will evaluate all your submissions and choose the best one based on pricing, quality, experience, and other criteria. So I want you to look at my video where I actually talked about what actually happens in the BEC meeting. So I gave a very detailed video in terms of like when companies have received your documents, what goes on in the BEC meetings? What do they look for? What are they evaluating? Who do they consider as the winning bidder? So I was very detailed in what actually happens there. So you can go check my video, and then you will be able to get more information so that when you do your tender, you don't have to be assuming if whether you're gonna win or not. With that video, I'm telling you, you will know what you need to put together, what you need to do, and all those kind of things. So before the last thing, why is it important? Why is tenders important even for your growth? So tenders are a powerful way to grow your business, especially in markets like construction, consulting, supply services, even if you're a freelancer or a small business, and also in IT, supplying computers, supplying stationaries, and all those kind of things. So they are a very good way of growing your business. So you can just be very competitive in that manner. So if this video was helpful to you, like, subscribe, comment, ask questions, and then I'm gonna see you in the next video where I will be going into details with other things that has to do with the tenders. I hope you have a lovely day and see you on my next video. Bye.